Sometimes you gotta trim brass. Today, we're gonna talk about the Lyman Universal Case Trimmer. Guy Miner here from UltimateReloader.com. You may remember that a while ago, Gavin and I had Lyman's Ultimate Reloading System all spread out here on the bench with all kinds of different pieces to it that we had to take a look at. It was just a really very comprehensive reloading system. We have taken a look at the Gen 6. There's a story out on that, the electronic powder dispenser. And today we're going to take a look at another piece. That's the Lyman Universal Case Trimmer. Today we're going to take it out of the box. We're going to set it up, show you how to set the whole thing up for two different cases, 223 and 308, how to transition between the two of them. And let's get it out of the box. All right, what's included in your box there is we've got the case trimmer itself, and it also comes with 9 pilets ranging from 22 up to 45 caliber. Comes with a little wrench, which is real handy for adjusting a couple of things on here as well. The features on this, it's got a nice cast aluminum frame here. We've got a universal chuck. Instead of having to buy different case holders, this will accommodate a wide range of different cartridge cases. We've got ourselves a spindle here with a high-speed steel cutting head. We've also got coarse and fine adjustments. And we've got this handle here that rotates, so it's very easy to keep on rolling, rotating right on around on that. It's a nicely built piece of gear, and I'm going to get it mounted to the bench. Okay, I've got our Lyman trimmer mounted to the Ultimate Reloader bench system with these 2 hold-down clamps. I'm going to set this up to trim 308 brass, and we'll walk our way through that. First thing we're going to do, put the 30 caliber pilot. Nice set of pilets here. We're going to put the 30 caliber pilot right there on the cutter and tighten it down. Now, this brass has already been resized and deprimed. That depriming part is essential for this because of the way it fits here in the chuck. There's a ball in there that actually centers up on the primer pocket. Okay, and we also want to go ahead and resize it before we do this because it's during the sizing that a lot of that stretching of our case happens. Take that 308, put it right in there. Hold it and get the pilot in, lock that down. Okay, we want to put a little pressure on there, and we're going to adjust the coarse adjustment here, and then tighten down with the fine adjustment. Once we've done that, then we can lock them in place. And we're ready to trim. Take just a little bit off. How much you take off is really up to you. There's usually a recommended trim length in the manuals, and I like to go, actually I take my 308 brass and take it right down to 2 inches. The recommended size or the case length is 2.015. I take it down to 2 even, and that gives me just a little bit more room for it to grow in there and fit the chamber just fine. Second one goes right in, taking just a little bit off. Don't need much. Okay, nice and trimmed, and we're going to move on to 223. Okay, I've got a couple of 223 cases here, and it's time to switch our trimming operation over from 308 to 223. It's really pretty easy here. First thing we're going to do is get rid of that 30 caliber pilot and substitute the 22 caliber pilot. It's easy to pick out the 22. It's all the way down here on the end. Since it's a different case length too, we're going to have to set our coarse and fine adjustments over. And like the 308 case, these are also deprimed and resized. And we'll go ahead and put that in our universal chuck here and get the pilot started in the case mouth. Lock it on down. There we go. Tighten the coarse one down. Just going to take a little bit off these. They really weren't very far stretched out. And there we go. 2 trimmed 223 pieces. That's how easy it is to switch from one cartridge case to another with this thing. You've got all the pilots there you need. By the way, you can buy other pilots if you want them. I notice, for instance, sometimes there's a couple of cartridge case calibers that are not included in this, but there are 9 there of the most popular ones. I actually learned about case trimming the hard way. I was 18 years old. I had my first big game rifle, a 6mm Remington, and I had been loading the same brass over and over and over. I didn't know about case trimming. I knew how to prime, I knew how to resize, I knew how to put the powder in there, measure it right, and how to seat the bullet. Didn't have a clue about cases even stretching. I get out to the ranch where I was going to work, and there were rock chucks and things that needed to be shot, so I had my 6mm Remington with me. Hard to chamber. What is going on here? I didn't understand, and there were obvious signs of pressure when I finally did fire. I didn't realize I was getting into a dangerous situation. My case length had lengthened so long that they weren't fitting in the chamber. This led to a dangerous situation, and I learned a lot about case trimming as soon as I could after that. In summary, this is a great little case trimmer. It'll take you from 22 up to 45. I have trimmed everything from 223 all the way up to 4570. What makes that happen is this amazing universal chuck that will take pretty much any case that you want to put in there. What I want to know is, what are you using to trim cases with? What cases are you trimming? Drop a comment, let's have a discussion. And that finishes up this video.
I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, make your voice heard. If you have something to say, please drop a comment. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications, because you're not going to want to miss the awesome content that is coming up. And finally, flex your reloading pride. You could look great in one of these t-shirts. We've got multiple designs at the Ultimate Reloader store. I'll see you later, because I'm off to go shooting.